If you ask people who's the most entertaining cricketer, typically the answers you'll get is a Tendulkar or a Dhoni or whatever. But I found that over the last decade, Sreesanth has been perhaps the most entertaining cricketer from the pure entertainment perspective. Everything from slapgate to dancing in parties, blah blah blah, etc. etc. The sad thing was, of course, that he, along with Chandila and Chavan, were involved, or at least allegedly involved, in the Rajasthan Royals match fixing, spot fixing controversy, and the courts had sort of banned them from courts. BCCI had sort of banned them from cricket. The courts have said fine, he's not guilty, but the BCCI still stuck to its guns and saying that he can't play any more cricket. But I'm looking forward to the day that maybe he and Harbhajan again share the pitch together and let's see what happens there.
It's difficult because at the end of the day, BCCI is an independent body. And an independent body can say that, okay, Sreesanth, you're banned for life.
But isn't this a denial of his right to livelihood, as in he can earn a living, right? And he is a cricketer. What else can he do?
Exactly. That is the line he's probably going to take when he takes BCCI to court, if he takes it at all. I do feel he should, because there's been no evidence that links him to spot fixing. In my case, evidence is required. You really need hardcore evidence, or maybe the laws are not there. I mean, you change the laws.
No, I think that the laws are being changed. I mean, that's one of the bills which is, we are thinking that's going to happen. But in any case, the courts didn't say that he was innocent. They just said that he was not guilty, because the courts never say that you're innocent. They just say whether you're guilty or not guilty.
If you're guilty, there's evidence?
Yes. Or at least.
If there is no evidence, what is it?
No, but again, here there's a technicality, because there's match fixing, spot fixing is technically not defined as a crime in India. So, right, so they have this something called a Maharashtra Control of Organized Crime Act, and there they try these cases. It's difficult to link somebody who's involved with spot fixing necessarily with organized crime. You know, suppose it was unorganized spot fixing, you know, so that's a loophole, right? So the BCCI is saying that they think there is enough evidence against him, and in that case, they are the decision makers.
Can we see the evidence of the BCCI? No, we haven't. Is the BCCI going to come out? Anurag Thakur comes out and says that we are going to stand by what we said. Fine. Fantastic line, great press conference. You got your face plastered all over the media, but show us the evidence. And when I say show us, I don't mean us like us. Show the country the evidence that Sreesanth has spot fixed a match. Okay. If you can't show the evidence, then fine. I mean, Sreesanth, if he wants to play, let us be very serious about one thing. He wants to play, or he's thinking of playing, are two very different things. You know, there's this euphoria right now that I'm free, the courts have let me go. So the first thing that comes there is, I want to come back, start pace bowling, you know, do my swing and everything. Now, after 15 days, Sreesanth will seriously think with his lawyer whether it is worth it taking BCCI to court. I do get a feeling that he's going to take BCCI to court.
He's a showman, you know.
I think he likes and rightfully you said, it's livelihood. What else is he going to do? You know, if he's not going to play for India, fine. He'll play for Kerala in the Ranji Trophy. The Kerala Cricket Association has welcomed him back with open arms.
इतना जल्दी हो सके ट्रेनिंग शुरू करे प्रॉपर्ली और मेरे को अलाउड कुछ नहीं था hopefully I can get permission from BCCI to use the facility so that I can get fit and come into the selection process.
And if you get the Kochi Tuskers back or something, chances are he'll end up in the IPL as well.
Yeah, and I think you sometimes need characters. Okay, if he is guilty, you don't need such characters.
But then if he is guilty, right, then what about the Chennai Super Kings, right? Some of their players have also been accused. And if Rajasthan Royals is banned, Chennai Super Kings is banned, then why is Sreesanth being targeted? Again, I mean, I personally believe that there's a lot more to spot fixing than what we've been told. More players are involved, but that's...
No, there's a huge amount of players who are involved. I mean, you can keep telling me every cricketer like Suresh Raina can keep going and saying that, you know, cricketers don't spot fix. Then who does the spot fixing? The fieldsmen, you know, are the grounds boy. They are the guys who are doing spot fixing. So who does spot fixing? Without the cricketers, how can you spot fix a game? That's what I want to know. So, Sreesanth and the court and the BCCI. Now, this is a movie that we haven't seen the end of it. And I do believe that the end's going to be very interesting here.